Live from the halls of Somalia, Minnesota. We are great. We are so grateful to be with you.
That's a brand new
tonight.
city.
It's brand new.
That's good.
Hot off the press.
Yes.
Braver than the rest. We're excited for tonight's episode because once again we're going to talk about Candace Owens.
Yeah. Oh
Can I over-enunciate her name? Just for you, Ben.
You'll get it right one day.
I'll wear you out with it one day.
Yes.
Hot off the press. So yeah, she is back at it. We're gonna play it back on our own. Is this my phone doing this?
No.
Somebody's
That was me. I forgot to hit mute over here on Rumble.
I was quickly.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and hit everybody up about this. Hit us up in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you enjoy the content,
Yes.
we
yes.
always wait till the end. Let's do it up front,
Yeah.
guys.
Also,
Hop
did
on
you
here, enjoy it?
I noticed today we've got some logo work to do because Braver Than the Rest, we've talked a little bit about this. I want to fall underneath the Continue Freedom umbrella. I think we could be like a special. Jared does 500,000 episodes of Continue Freedom an hour. It's amazing.
I do a lot.
That's
I do a
unreal.
lot of them now.
There's a lot of content. And if you want news and commentary that is like, I mean, it might be slightly slanted in a conservative bent, but that's
little
all right.
slightly? No, I mean-
but
I mean, we try to
That's
keep
an
it in the middle.
it's constitutionally solid, right?
Yeah.
Great content. And I just feel like for us, it's like, why don't we just somehow work together? Like, because it's great. It's a great opportunity for us. It's good cross marketing for him. And it's a great show. And here's the thing. He does it by himself.
Yeah.
So if you guys have never tuned in, it's not like he's got somebody else to bounce stuff off of. He's just standing there. Actually, he's standing there in front of a mirror is what he does.
No, yeah, that's it.
He puts the lotion in the basket.
If you all
Here,
could-
I'll
if
bring
y'all-
up the page so everybody can see it. Here we go.
There you go.
There we are.
There you go.
We're
Y'all
at
can
12.
see
We're at
the
1,200
setup.
people right now.
1,200
That's
people.
Where we're at right now. Yeah.
But yeah, he does so much. And then I'm like, well, I mean, why don't you, he works so hard. Let this be like your celebration. You know, the show is like, this is his relaxation moment because he just pushes buttons and jumps in and, you know, like he doesn't have to worry as much about content because we come here knowing exactly what we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And we line it up, man. We're solid. I like the color blue. So anyway,
Looks good.
we are we're going to dive into Candace Owens a little bit tonight because especially just today, there was some more upheaval in the Candace camp.
Every day, man. I mean, it's just like
Well, and it started with Erica Kirk. Everybody's, Candace has been. Look, I think you guys know we were talking before the show. I think she's a psychopath. I think that she is I go as far to say that she is on some level a degenerate, but I think that this is what she's doing is, I believe, evil. It's
dude.
entirely selfish.
It's demonic.
And, right. And she has been, without actually doing it, saying Erica Kirk, needs to say something. By saying TPUSA, needs to say something.
yeah, because
Needs to do
she's
something.
over that now. Yeah,
Exactly. So it's her backhanded way of doing it.
Yes.
And Erica Kirk actually came out and
She did say something.
she did.
All but said Candace's name, and me and my wife were listening to it today, and she was like, "Is she talking about Candace?" I said, "This was the beginning." I said, "Probably," and then she said, "If you are like making millions of dollars," I'm like, "Oh yeah, she's
talking about
definitely
Candace.
talking about
Yeah.
Candace."
Yeah. But yeah, this is great. And you know what I like about this? Unlike Tim Pool's rant that we're going to, can we play snippets of it even, or is it just too,
It is so.
can we give a viewer warning and let
pretty
them
bad.
play it and just tell the people like, hey, this is filthy. We shouldn't, but
Yeah. We technically can. I would probably wait until later in the broadcast simply because
kids are on right now.
well,
prime time.
kids are on, but the
Get them to bed.
YouTube's moderators listen to the first part of the content.
Ah,
And so once you get to a certain point, it kind of switches off so that it's not
All right.
really paying attention
so
anymore.
we shouldn't like
So-
transsexual. Right now, we shouldn't be saying that, for example.
No, probably not.
But here's what I do want to play it because he is spot on with what he's saying, and you can give the backstory on what's gone on with him and Candace now.
Oh yeah. I can give the backstory.
Okay, but when you do, I got a great comparison that I'm going to make, and I'm just going to. It is like the WWF, the old, oh yeah, like that's what they're doing. These I wonder if they're not all in this like to generate more cash, let's start infighting. Let's start. People are going to watch us more when we're fighting against each other than if we were just on our own.
I mean, that will bring more viewers.
Yeah,
always does.
Trash talk. That's all. It's all a bunch of trash talk.
What happens if there's a fight in school? Everybody.
Oh man. Well, now everybody goes to it and films it, right?
That's true.
Back then, we have to just lock that. It's in a lockbox in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Some really great moments, people getting shirts ripped off and hair pulled.
Yes.
Just like, and the girl fights were always better.
Girl fights are way worse.
They were the best to watch
Way
because
worse.
they're dirty. They just, man, it was just like, they get after it. So,
You want me to play the video?
yeah, play the video.
Yes.
All right.
We were sitting here talking about girl fights, and I've got Erica Kirk up. On
Well, that's it. Girl fights, Erica Kirk. And yeah, go ahead.
let's not do that.
Of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the hand-picked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. I have, you name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
You know, the conspiracies that are out there, all of the like, do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's what the conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously. Wow. If you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So that was the one that kind of kicked the whole thing off, and I think I think we should go straight into the Candace video. Would be my recommendation.
Absolutely,
let's go,
because I have not seen that yet. So.
Okay, yeah. So this is Candace going after Erica, and well, I'll give you my thoughts.
And you know what? If you can just split the screen to pan to just Ben's reaction to this, that'd be great.
I could do that technically. There you
Look
go.
at her face. This is a perfect place to start it. Yeah. I mean,
I can already tell you the first syllable that comes out of her mouth, I'm gonna get pissed.
Yeah.
That's the first. Go ahead.
The thing that is especially
Well, we're buffering.
is trying to like almost like I want to be clear that Turning Point USA is my family. The Charlie Kirk show is my family. You know, like she's just expanding the wings of people that we're not allowed to critique because they're in the family. If you call them fam, you can't critique them, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are showing a clip of Rob McCoy defending a pedophile or trying to like launder the reputation of that's fam. That's the CK show fam. Oh, I'm sorry. We are actually pointing to the fact that we know for certain that this person or organization is sexual deviant. That's fam. That is my, don't you get me upset. I know that this is a now $150 million in the last 3-month organization and we employ tons of people, but you can't critique. You can't critique the fam. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to be very clear here. This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies, because what you are watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic. Okay.
Pause that for a sec.
Yeah.
Is she leading her own company?
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought.
That's my question.
Yeah.
That's my question.
Who's
You are
leading her
completely
company?
mentally unstable to lead your own.
You know what? I agree. I agree 100%, Candace. You should probably step aside and let the wizard,
Well, her husband's pulling the strings from behind.
Yeah,
the
let him talk.
so
Yeah.
that and the Tate brothers. I think the Tate brothers might be involved.
Yeah, go ahead.
If she can start conspiracy theories, so can I, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really care about your team, answer the questions. Okay? Just demystify the entire event. Come out, sit down, answer the questions so people don't think Turning Point USA looks so suspicious.
Why do people think that Turning Point USA looks freaking suspicious?
I don't know. Maybe
Because of her.
because she's
I
feeding
make
lies.
claims. This is what she wants. I want to make claims. I want to use my position as the #1 podcast in the world. It's dreg, but I want to use my position as the #1 podcast in the world and make everybody bow to me. I'm going to make a claim. Why aren't you answering the question? Why aren't you answering the question? All right, fine. I'll turn around and answer the question. Make another claim. Why aren't you answering the question? Why aren't you?
Right. 'Cause it will never
a way
end.
to bend the entire world, the entire conversation
To your will.
to your own narcissistic tendencies.
And I love what, Erica's like, we're busy building.
Yeah.
It's not that we're,
Of the two, who sounds like least trustworthy?
yeah.
The one that talks the most.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going.
Don't try to like mom the organization and say, well, mother's upset because people are coming after her kids and all of this multi-million-dollar subsidiaries. That's my children. Okay. The multi-million-dollar subsidiaries, Turning Point, like Turning Point Action, all that, those are my kids. So you can't critique them. Not a good idea. Okay. It may work in PR world. You guys, I know how it's an obvious PR campaign. It's never been more obvious of a psychological operation. I actually wish they would put me on payroll so I could help them make these things look more organic.
Yeah, that's what they need. Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Talk about a poison pill.
Oh my goodness.
Her within, I think that she should be like,
You know what? She's ticked off that Charlie didn't put her in the TPUSA.
Yeah, she's mad. I think
that's what it is.
Her fixation.
She's mad that her and Charlie didn't become a thing.
Right.
That's what it is. This is yeah.
And it's classic because, like, when you break up with a girl, right? Then she starts stalking you. You know, she's calling your house. She's doing stuff like that. I mean, I know you've experienced it. You're a good-looking guy, you know. And yeah, so whenever you do that, they go all psycho. And this is the breakup. This is the result of the breakup.
That's exactly how
where
she's
she's just like, she's a scorn. She was never his lover. Maybe in her mind she was.
Yes.
And that's the problem. Just like we heard a couple weeks ago, Driscoll was saying, you know, how this fixation on Charlie Kirk is not healthy. Where's this woman's husband?
That's okay. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. What's her husband feel like?
Yeah.
This is every single show now.
I mean, she is sleeping. She's choosing to sleep on the couch with Charlie's shoe. You know what I mean?
did you see the one where she was talking about Charlie's ex-girlfriend?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And dude, when she gets on here and starts being like, I'm sorry. I just remember when
I just picture her with an Afghan and a Nike. You know, like I can't help it. She's just smelling the shoe.
I just remember when Charlie texted me and talked about all his dating things, and I'm like, God, you are so fake, man. Gosh almighty.
Vindictive. And she knew Erica was going to see it. I mean, that was the thing.
Oh,
Of course
yeah.
she did.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. Maybe Erica is not going to see this, and maybe Erica didn't. She might not have time to pay attention to what somebody
might not.
that is so far beneath her in
gosh,
class and in truth.
Golly.
She probably is like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I can't pay attention to this.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe she doesn't pay attention to, she's heard about it, I'm sure.
Well, obviously,
You know?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But
There's only 52 seconds left on this one.
yeah, go ahead.
Let me go ahead and play this.
I think every single person that has been telling us to stop asking questions all make the exact same video within 4 seconds of each other, being like, whoa, Erica Kirk shuts down the No, she didn't even respond to one of the conspiracies. She gave us emotion. She said, I'm a mother, I am a wife, and we never asked about whether she was mother or wife. We want to know if she is a CEO and a chairman. And a CEO and a chairman has to compartmentalize. A CEO and a chairman cannot respond to valid questions and critiques about finances, about shady actions that are being taken by people that require presidential pardons, people that are meaningfully asking why we are not getting a clear answer of what took place on September 10th. A CEO, okay, does not get to respond and say, that's my family.
Incorrect. But
yeah, exactly. Who
but
says they don't get to do
a
that?
CEO is also beholden to the people that have invested in the company.
Right. The shareholders.
They are also being, rightfully so, silenced to a certain degree because there's a criminal trial going on. Candace Owens is not the judge, the jury, the executioner.
Actually, not even subpoenaed as a witness.
Right,
Or
she's-
she's
exactly.
actually not part of any of this.
No.
Nothing to do with it. And as far as the case goes, is entirely irrelevant. She can ask all the questions that she wants to online. Spout away all you want online. But just know that people like us, we can see it for what it is. This is an actual evil intent to cause some sort of psychological, she's trying to get inside of
I
Erica
love that
Kirk's
she
head.
used
Yeah,
the
dude,
term
trying to-
psyop.
Right. Well, and she throws out these things, right? The financial reports. That I don't know if you saw there was a guy. He said he was a CPA, and he did a whole video on it, and they were talking about the fact that the tax filings from last year for TPUSA were not visible on the IRS website. And I didn't pull it up for the show tonight, but I know this for a fact because I have done an inordinate amount of research on nonprofits on the internet. You guys know this. When the southern border was going on,
It's insanity.
I looked up literally hundreds of nonprofits
It's
on the internet.
insanity. It's insanity
Oh,
what he's done.
You know what you see with most of them? At least the past year, if not the past 2 or 3 years, don't show up online.
Right.
That's not an uncommon thing. I don't care how big the organization is or how small it is. you know, even ones that don't take government money, there is a lag from the time you can pick your favorite nonprofit. A lot of them you'll be able to find 2023. You're not going to find 2024.
Right.
Even here at the end of 2025.
They haven't posted it yet.
Right. But she takes something like that, it's a well-known fact, spins it into something, makes it into an accusation, and then chastises someone for not responding to her ludicrous, narcissistic tendencies.
I mean, Erica doesn't have to say a dang word. I don't even know if I would respond to her, but at the same time, it's like I do think that this probably needs to be the last thing that Erica mentions about her. Maybe I don't just to not give her the
as in like what she said today was enough.
Yeah.
I don't need to go on with this. I don't have time. I've got a family.
Yeah.
And apparently that family includes all of Turning Point. I'm the mother hen to hundreds of employees, and great. Okay. If that's the case, great. And you know what? As far as the accusations of sexual predators on Turning Point USA, there's hundreds of people there.
Yep.
You do your best to vet them, but I'll tell you what,
I think they had 5,000 employees?
Okay, 5,000. Go to a church with 7 people on staff, right?
Yep.
Hello.
Yep.
I mean, if Elevation can hire, you know what I'm saying? And there's a pretty significant vetting process that goes into finding ministers, right? Pastors.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And we still make mistakes. We still hire the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, you just, they're human. People
You're never going to have 100% success rate.
no,
With that.
but to pin that on the entire organization, like when that all came out, it's like that really stinks for them. That does. It stinks for the kids. Hopefully there was no harm done. But I don't look at the church and go, well, this is crooked as it can be.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody started questioning TPUSA nobody started questioning him until she got on there and started spewing all this crap, and then all of her gullible followers were just like, "Oh yeah, you know what? That makes sense." And her promising all this, what is it? All this
Evidence
that she claims that she always has. I mean,
and nobody's seen it.
no.
But if you move fast enough, and this is where she is brilliant, if you move fast enough, then you stay ahead of your own nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she does.
That's what she's done.
Oh, she goes from shiny lights to shiny light and makes up something even greater. And then it's always dangling the carrot like, I've got credible information I'm going to share with you on Tuesday of next week.
Yeah. Cliff always ends with a cliffhanger. Always.
It's how to keep an idiot in suspense.
That's it.
It's just, I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. And it's all people like, I got to listen because she's going to tell me tomorrow how to make cookies from scratch. And I got to, I got to figure it out.
Yes.
And no, she's not. What she's going to do is tell you tomorrow that she's going to tell you tomorrow because something else even bigger happened and it's just like, you never actually find anything out.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
And I've got several people. This is one. If you see this guy online, there's many of them, but this guy's getting a ton of traction. His name's Ian Carroll, and 100% of his content is focused on Candace Owens.
Okay.
And it's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views that they're getting, which we're
going to get into that.
going to get into that.
Yeah.
How all that is nonsense. But this is the problem. So much of this is based on money.
Oh, it is.
The amount of revenue being generated. Advertising has been sucking for a while on a lot of these platforms. And when you have a conspiracy like this that gets ginned up, it's an opportunity for people to make more content, more popular content, exciting content. It's the true crime, which is what Candace has developed. Most popular version of podcast, been in the top 5 for like 20 years, ever since we've had podcasting.
True crime. Did you know, the number one listeners to that are women?
Yeah. She's tapped into the wine moms, boring wine moms that are bored.
Kind of scary.
And she's telling a story. She's made a soap opera out of it, a true crime narrative. She's woven it in to make it captivating and always a cliffhanger, never any actual details, but it makes you think, right? Just think about that.
Just get them to question.
The what ifs and the what ifs. And other people say, well, she's making money. I'm going to make bank on it too. So people like Ian Carroll, Stu Peters, I mean, those are some of the bigger names. They lap it up like a thirsty dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And Yeah, and she's fine with it. She doesn't care. Obviously, her name mentioned, good or bad, she's tapped into the no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the people that like her love her, and the people that don't.
Right.
So it's not like
the
you're
Howard
gonna-
Stern effect. You said that I think last week.
Yeah, she is Howard Stern of modern day. She's the shock jock.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, without the humor,
Right.
Yes.
without the fun. You know, I mean, Howard Stern was at least fun. She is. There is nothing. How can people watch? I watch her and go.
like a
How can
goose.
people watch this woman? She is so incredible. It's like,
Howard Stern's the weirdest looking person I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, he's a little odd looking.
Howard Stern. Yeah.
Golly, dude.
The other piece, though, that I think is important is the real world consequences to what she's doing, and that's where we kind of get to the Tim Pool thing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Which we're going to play a little bit later, the Tim Pool reaction, because
I wasn't going to play the
s-
reaction.
Tell
I
the
was-
story.
Yeah,
now.
I was just going to
Great.
say that he was shot at. His compound was shot at. A guy drove up to it. Am I saying that it was because of Candace Owens? Not necessarily,
But you're not saying it's not.
but you're not saying it's not, right?
So-
But it's another example of the heightened rhetoric that we've seen on the left, which the guy who took out Charlie Kirk, all indications are he was a left wing furry or whatever, liked furries, or he was he was in that world.
There's not too many right wing conservatives I know that enjoy the furry world.
No, there aren't too many. But this is also saying we're taking the right now and creating our own radicals. And that's where you get the Candace Owens of the world, the Nick Fuentes's of the world.
Yeah.
And we shave off as many crazies as we can. A, we're dividing the party, but B, we're telling people that it's this. Again, I'm a guy who doesn't trust the federal government. We're not supposed to trust the federal government. We're going to create not just the fact that we distrust the federal government, but we distrust anybody who supports the president of the United States, which
Right.
is just like what the left is doing,
Right.
has been
Same.
doing. Exact same thing. We're going to make that a version of that on the right to make them attack worthy.
Right.
And that's what Candace is fueling. That's what Ian Carroll is fueling. That's what Stu Peters is fueling.
Yep.
And the common denominator in a lot of it is Israel.
Yep.
And we don't have to go down the Israel rabbit hole tonight. But
No, Israel becomes a stumbling block for the entire world, right? So here we are. Yeah.
right.
Um,
Sorry,
yeah.
that was a long rant.
No, it's fine that it's a rant. You do it again, we're done. But I think you're hitting on something, especially with the pool thing, because there's a whole. I don't know. It's almost like I said before. There's also this, like, the more they can get at each other's throat, the more their viewers go through the roof.
Right.
And so is this just a giant game of misinformation and deception, and to try to get clicks, to try to get views, to try to generate more cash? And I think probably there's some of that to this. It's all a giant soap opera. It's all the WWF, where they're throwing each other on folding tables,
Taking the metal chairs.
Yeah, and Jesse said to me the other night, because he's into it right now. He's like, "Dad, this guy jumped off the top rope and just like clobbered him, and it was amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. These guys are phenomenal." I'm not saying that it's not sometimes real by accident, but they're not really trying to kill each other.
Right.
You know that.
Right.
He's like, "No, he hurt him." I'm like,
I mean,
"Buddy, it looks that way because they're phenomenal at what they do. They're very athletic. These guys are athletes. There's no doubt about it. Is it fake? There's parts of it that are absolutely fake, like the fact that they're not trying to kill each other. They're hanging out after. That was great. Look at what we
The
did.
punches land short if you watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's very close.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I grabbed Jackson, my youngest, by the hair, and I slapped him. You know how they used to like grab the hair and slap my hand. You know how they do that? Like they're, and I'm hitting my hand, and he was like, "Dad." But then he started laughing. Like, well, that's how they do it. It looks real. It even kind of feels, kind of hurts, right? He's like, "Yeah," but I said, "It's not what it looks like." And then I grabbed a tortilla and slapped him with a tortilla.
Yes.
It was the best moment ever. He comes around the corner and I've got a tortilla, and he just looks at me, and I just smacked him with a tortilla. It's great.
Have you seen the people do the challenge?
Oh yeah, that's why we do
I
it.
want to do that.
We did it at home. That's
so bad.
That's why we did it at home. We did it at home like a year ago, and it was fantastic, man. It was like, so anyway, but I say all that. That's what this reminds me of. Is this a giant chess match to try to generate clicks, to try to generate likes. I mean, even with Turning Point addressing Candace Owens stuff, I would like to think they're above it, like she's saying, right? Like we don't have time for this. Okay.
Yeah.
But think about the amount of views they're going to get on that episode when they dismantle these wild conspiracies. It's money in the bank.
Yep.
And it's money in the bank for her as a response.
Well, it's like you could tell that Erica was like, I hate to address this, and you are so far beneath what I need to address.
Right.
However,
Right.
it's so outlandish that I'm going to say something.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. And I would like to believe, because she got up there and she talks Christ, she talked about Nehemiah, she talks, that she is the real deal. She is who she says she is.
I mean, from what I've seen, until she gives me a reason not to think that,
Right.
yeah, I think she is.
Right. You're known by your fruits. Her fruits so far have been phenomenal, and I don't have any questions. But let's just say she is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and she's out for the money too. What a great way to do it on Fox News,
Yeah.
It's all generating clicks. It's all, which brings us to the next thing. So everything we're getting fed now is bot driven. It's not even reality driven. So whatever the bots are liking becomes what the headline is. Right? So go ahead, Jared, pull that one up. Bots now account for over half of all internet traffic.
Yep. So this is from Tech Radar. And people have been talking about this for a while, especially on X. It's fascinating. Ian Carroll, the guy that I mentioned before, is a prime example of this. I posted it on, I can't remember if I did it on this show or if I did it on my show. Continue Freedom, by the way.
Continue Freedom.
I'm going to shout it out every chance I get. But no, I can't remember where I showed it. But either way, he had a post that had something like 470 views or 400 views, but it had 500 likes.
Yeah, dude.
Made 0 sense.
Right.
Right. Complete nonsense. And this is where people get the whole idea of bot traffic. At one point, people were saying that X could be as high as 90% bots. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've seen, I kind of do the test the water. So when I'm doing a live stream and somebody's commenting, it depends on how it's written, what they ask.
Can you let's do this for the people that are not in this world of internet broadcasting and stuff. What's a bot, Jared? Explain what a bot is.
So they have these things called bot farms, and bot farms, you can see them online. They have phones that are all plugged into a computer, and they are juicing the algorithm. It's in India or Pakistan or other places.
So these people that own the bot farms
Yeah.
have these phones that are
Literally, let me see if I could find a photo of it to show you. It's wild.
because I ran into this really, really quick. I'm kind of a retired sneakerhead. Okay. So Jordans have gotten so hard to get because a lot of people have bots set up, the exact same thing,
Bidding them up.
and they go in and buy all the sizes, bing, 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 like real quick, so nobody else can. Then they get all this. They mails it to them. They resell them. That's how shoe resellers make all this money.
So here's a photo of a bot farm. This will kind of give you an idea.
Okay.
And people, they make jokes about it. They say
Holy moly!
this is what you're arguing with on the internet. So this is a bot farm.
Okay.
And it juices and changes the algorithm based on whatever inputs are plugged into the computer that's the server or whatever that's controlling all of these things. So you can make a post, and if it's something that they want to juice in the algorithm, they can have it go in there and just start liking stuff, and it'll make comments, and they'll have a bank of comments and all these. And I don't know, I'm not I'm not a computer programmer, so I'm sure if there's a computer programmer watching, you could give us some more in-depth detail. Feel free to hit us up in the comment section or down in the chat. But yeah, this is what you're arguing with, and you can shape the narrative because go to X and comment on someone that you disagree with.
Okay.
Then scroll, find another person you disagree with, comment on it. You will immediately, it only takes a couple of times, start getting fed that stuff over the stuff that you're actually interested in. So it's based on your interactions. And then it says, well, this is popular. Let's push more of this. And so more of that stuff comes about. And with a bot farm of, which I don't know how many phones there are out there doing this, millions probably, those bot farms can shape the narrative. and decide what is popular, and it's not actually people doing it.
Right. It's just a bunch of phones.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why, with Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes and, pick your poison, any of these divisive figures that have been turning on Donald Trump, splitting up MAGA ever since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, you can't tell if their traffic is organic or not.
Right.
We don't know if the views for Nick Fuentes are legitimate views.
Right.
Nick Fuentes.
Yep.
Right. We don't know if Candace is actually getting, but they're getting paid based off of
Based off all the traffic.
all
right?
of this, right? So,
Yep. So you and people can buy clicks. There's ways to do that. Actually, companies will sell you subscribers, and they're not real subscribers. They're not actually, legit interactions, but you can buy them from companies. We can guarantee you, they do it on Rumble. They come on and they say, we can guarantee you 15,000 subscribers or whatever. But yeah, it's somebody in Pakistan running a computer.
with a phone bank.
Right. And the reason they have to use the phones, when you have identification, because all it takes is a burner phone, they're paying, for a burner phone that gets data. But they have cell phone number verification is part of the process to get rid of bots. But all these people say is, well, we can farm out our clicks and our likes to shape the algorithm for money, and it's a win-win for everybody, right?
Yep.
Whoever wants to have the algorithm change can change it.
And so,
it's
why is this so dangerous? Let's talk about this, because this is dangerous. Very dangerous, because your algorithms, your news feed, what you're getting fed by AI, by these bots. I mean, we've talked about this on here before. AI will feed you only what you want to be fed. And it gets to know you, and then it says, okay, we're going to go ahead and give you the answers that you want. We're going to go ahead and basically, we're never going to argue with you. I mean, we've pulled up the AI chat assistants, and I mean,
buddy.
they're going to give you what you want.
yeah.
Yep.
Right. And so it's very dangerous, because what it's doing is shifting the narrative of even the mainstream media, and right now, Israel is a hotbed. Israel would always be a hotbed because it's Israel, but is it really that big of a hotbed? Is it really a problem? Are they really as big of an actor right now as people are saying? Or is it the bots? Is it the algorithm that you've been fed to make Israel look like they're evil, and everything you're hearing about them is bad, and everything you're seeing about them is bad? And, we're in the conservative arena, right? So everything's Muslim. Islam, bad. Islam, anti-American. Islam doesn't work. Islam, and it's like, okay, now I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But let's say I didn't. Let's say I wasn't a Christ follower. Let's say I didn't understand the spiritual ramifications of following any other God, right? What would I be led to believe if I was somebody who was just a conservative dude, believed in the Constitution? I want my Second Amendment right because I want to carry a firearm in the back window. If I'm that guy, I hate Muslims because all I'm getting as a conservative is what they're doing in Texas and trying to impose Sharia law, and what they've done in, Somalia, Minnesota. And so it's like, this is what's happening. Your algorithms are dictating and formulating your opinions, right?
And
there's, I was just, one thing, and then hold your thought, is that there are people creating content for every part of the algorithm.
Bingo.
So that's kind of the thing. You can get into that rabbit hole. Whatever rabbit hole you choose, there's somebody making content about it. There's 800,000 people trying to have podcasts in America right now. 800,000 podcasts in
Wow.
Or is it America or the world?
It'd have to be America.
I'm pretty sure it's America.
There's three of them here. We're like one.
Right.
Yes.
So there's 800,000 people trying to do it. You'll find a rabbit hole of some sort that you can go down.
Yeah.
And we've abdicated our responsibility of understanding the content and not just taking it at face value. Whatever we say on here, people should go out and do some of their own
homework.
research. If you're trying to develop your own worldview, and social media has made us lazy. When people used to sit and read books, Nobody's sitting and reading the books anymore. They're flipping through reels and shorts and all that stuff. If you want information, quite honestly, long form podcasts, sitting and listening to people talk for an hour, you can listen to us, and somebody might hear something I say and be like, dude, I don't know if I agree with that or not. Good. Go and research it. Go and research it. Get active in the comment section.
Yeah, and then talk to us about it.
Right, and talk to us. And they might say the same thing about you. They might say the same thing about you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took a lot longer than I wanted to.
No,
You
you're
had
good.
a point
You're
you were
good.
going to make.
No, it's, I mean, especially with the Israel stuff, it's like if you look at things like Candace, if you look at anti-Israel stuff, so then it knows what you like. Well, then you get the idea of, and you're telling people, you're getting fed all this stuff, and you're like, I'm telling you, everybody thinks Israel is
there you go.
evil. You do this grandiose thing of, oh no, everybody thinks this because, well, yeah, of course, because that's all you're fed. You don't ever see the other end of it.
Right. And when that's all you're fed, it's all you're going to believe, and you're going to believe.
How do you not know about that, dude? I don't flip and watch what you watch. Like,
Right. It's fascinating, and
Yep.
I think it's incredibly dangerous because there isn't. Not only are you not hearing another side of the argument, like it's like at the elections when we sat here and watched Fox, CNN, MSNBC. Remember the three of us?
I love
That was a fun night because they were all saying different things. They were, you got the guy over in the corner crying. You got the, you got the other one doing poppers. They're just all over the map. But you got to see it in real time, real reactions, hear real reactions from real people, and they were all different. Now, imagine if you only watched MSNBC,
Right.
then that reaction, that you're always just going to hear that. And this is the danger of it. When you're doing Instagram, Facebook, when you're doing all that stuff, all you're hearing and seeing is what you want to hear and see. And you can even search for truth. You can ask the question or whatever on the internet, but chances are, because it's listening to you as well, right? It's going to give you the answer you want. It's not going to give you the full truth. It's going to go, well, you know what? They don't want to hear that. We're going to go ahead and give them this, instead. And so it's
in the heat of the COVID thing, my wife uses DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
I know
That's a good one to use.
I should too.
I do too. I use DuckDuckGo too.
But I did a little test, and I searched certain things, and on Google, which is main thing I use, it listed this stuff. Well, we went on DuckDuckGo. Oh, there was completely different stuff listed for the same search, and I was like, well, that's interesting. So obviously, Google is pushing
one narrative.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
And it's fascinating. There's my wife. Is it Free Spoke or something like that? There's I don't know. There's a whole other search engine that she's like, you got to try this. It's so different, and it is very different. And I don't remember what it was, but and she's not awake right now. I can't ask her. I can't ask her a thing. It's 8:45. She's done. That's how we roll.
She's one of the really healthy people that goes to bed early.
She has to though.
Gosh, I wish I could
kids
do
up
that,
and
man.
They got to milk the cows in the morning.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
they got to get to bed. But at any rate, it becomes very dangerous, and the deception becomes very, very real. Right, Jared? You brought up before, even in what we're seeing now. I wish we could pull up without the commentary and stuff. If we could just pull up the video of the New York City police officer refusing to allow ICE in his city. Did you see this
Was
video?
it New York City? Mm-hmm. Was that it? Because I saw that video.
Yeah, you saw that video?
I saw it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So if we can just pull up that segment, if you can, fast forward.
Saying that if they...
I can't fast forward on Instagram.
Okay, just play it. Yeah.
No audio?
With the audio is fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
got
did not...
authority on this block, just like you think you do. You can't snatch people off the street without a warrant.
We're conducting.
And I'm telling you right now, federal or not, it's against the law. I'm an officer of the law too, hermano. You put hands on anyone out here.
Yes, so
Say
that video
pause
is
it.
not real.
I did not see that one. Never mind.
You
I
didn't
was
see
thinking
that
about
one?
a different one. Nope.
Okay. That video is not real.
Yeah.
And there are, at this point,
Are you serious?
there were hundreds of thousands of people that had seen it. There's probably millions now that have seen this video. So play it from the beginning again so people can see what it was. And I don't know if we can blow it up.
Hey, I'm NYPD, you hear me? Badge right here. What you doing is illegal.
Sir,
no, you back up. I got authority on this block just like you think you do. You can't snatch people off the street without a warrant.
We're conducting.
And I'm telling you right now, federal or not, it's against the law. I'm an officer of the law too, hermano. You put hands on anyone out here, you...
Yeah, so that video is not real. Has hundreds of thousands of views, thousands of likes, not real.
It's AI.
There are videos on that page with millions of views that are the same kind of content, also not real. I mean, check this one out that has started circulating to other pages and stuff. Millions of views between the various places that these videos are going, and these videos are not real. Here's a marker on that first one that I shared that you can tell, like, there's like, what is that supposed to be Hebrew? Like, I don't know what kind of text that's supposed to be. It's clearly not English alphabet. So that's a marker that this was AI generated. The problem is, friend, those markers are not going to exist in a year, maybe.
Right. Once AI figures it out, they're gone.
Yep.
Like, it's only a matter of time if we don't figure something out around this stuff before a war starts or an election is decided from a viral fake AI piece of content. Like, what do we do as a society if a video goes viral of, say, Senator Mark Kelly telling someone to assassinate the President Trump? What do we do? Like, if people say, no, this is clearly real, it's videotaped like a hidden camera or something, and people go off, people try to assassinate him instead, like, what do we do as a society? These are real life questions we have to answer, ideally before that happens, in terms of what regulations we need, what we need to do about this technology, disclosure requirements that social media has with very harsh permanent bans, perhaps even some form of digital ID that is required for the use of different social media platforms that identifies you as a real person.
I think every AI video needs to have a stamp.
See, that's yes.
Like, they just need to go ahead and just be like, you know what? You cannot make this without a stamp. It's just like, you know, when you go to a Sears portrait, you get the Sears thing in the bottom, you know, like you always have the stamp. So you know that this was from Marty Rickard or from, you know, like, you've got the stamp. Or even better, like when you get your kid's school picture and you get the proof. And across the front of it, it's like, you know, proof or whatever. Like, they don't let you. They're smart, because now it's like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and photocopy that and make 8x10s, take it to Walgreens and, you know, have them printed or whatever. Nope, can't do it. It'll say proof. But really, my family doesn't care. So they're getting proof. You know, everybody's got a picture of my kids. It just says proof across it. It's not a big deal. You still see the kid. You know what he looks like.
It's proof that they actually went to school.
Right.
And got a picture.
It's proof. Yeah,
No,
that
I'm
they
afraid
went to school.
I'm afraid that it's too. I'm afraid that we're too behind. Anyway.
Well, we are.
Yeah,
I mean, when you got videos like this showing NYPD officers forbidding ICE from coming in, it's like, no, they're not actually doing that.
The implications for this is terrifying. Actually, I mean, it's anybody could put a video out about anybody. They could put them in any place at any time.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, she was having an affair. It's like, dude, I know I wasn't there. That's not me.
At the Coldplay concert.
Buddy,
come on.
Yep.
Was that real even? Was that even at a Coldplay concert?
That was pretty real. There were a lot of public statements on that one. That one was real.
But I mean, when you can't tell what is real and what is not real, it's a problem. I mean, I wish, you know, I use Super Grok, right? So the other day, Briscoe and I went to Alaska years ago, and we had an encounter with a grizzly bear.
dude, I
Yeah, let
bet
me
that
see
was
if I
a
can find that
flippin' awesome trip.
You texted that to me.
I did.
You did last week, I think.
Okay, so we had an encounter with a grizzly bear while we were fishing, and when I say encounter, it's not like it was next to us. It was, you know, it was
Like sit up on a speck leg.
it was like 50 yards away. It came out, and it's
Pretty close, dude. That's
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa, that's loud.
So it came out like 50 yards away.
pretty close.
and we had fish that we were carrying, so we just let the fish go. But yeah, this is me and Dr. Briscoe, and you can see the bear in the background there, you know. And we stopped. We had already let the fish go. We were walking towards the car at this point, kind of like briskly, like we're just gonna go. And I'm like, we gotta stop and take a picture, you know.
I mean, that's Oh, jeez.
So, yeah. So as it gets better and better, though, it's gonna be problematic.
For a split second, I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that
Oh, that's great.
but those are the things you sit back and go, that wasn't an actual video of an NYPD officer telling IC they can't be there.
Yeah.
It was fake.
Yeah.
And yet millions of people are like, see, I told you, this is a problem. I wonder how many other problems we're having that are not real problems where we watch the videos and go, I don't know if this is real or not. I mean, for example, I sent you today the Christmas markets in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any of this nonsense?
Mm-mm.
Well, apparently the Christmas markets in Germany are just being overrun by Muslims.
Oh, great. Good.
Shutting it down, right? And having protests and doing all this stuff. Well, I don't know. Is this real or is this AI?
Yeah.
Night after a pro-Palestine mob gate-crashed Brussels Christmas markets and chanted Hamas slogans in the street. The mayor of Brussels confirmed the head of the figurine of Jesus was stolen after being decapitated by an unknown culprit who took off with the head but left the body in place Friday night. The mayor's spokesman said they would replace the baby Jesus' head. The opening of the Christmas markets and switch on of the lights at the main square was gate-crashed by a mob of pro-Palestine protesters.
It's getting to the point now where, and I can't even imagine it getting worse, but it's getting to the point now where unless you are at a certain point in person, you have no idea if a video is real or not.
Correct.
You have no flipping idea.
You have no idea. And I mean, I'd like to think, I wouldn't like to think that that's real. But I think that is real. I think that's a newscast.
That doesn't shock. Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
And it doesn't shock me that it happened, right? But you've got to sit back and digest everything with, okay, could this be fake?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so, all the fake is so real now, right?
Yep.
And when we talk about this, I mean, Jesus was very specific, and we say it almost every episode. Do not be deceived in the last days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's almost like, wow, okay, can you not see how deception is the currency that we're building empires on right now, is deception.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. It's in everything. And like this gentleman was saying, all it takes is one of these AI videos getting out about a senator trying to, pay to have the president assassinated, and it's World War III.
Oh, obviously, regardless of party, I mean, no matter how far in the future this is, yeah, anybody could just want to do something to a sitting president,
Yeah.
I mean, just because of something fake. I mean, it's just like, God, that blows. I don't know.
And so it can be destruction. It could be destruction of nations. It could be destruction of individuals. When you talk about the debauchery that's going to be able to be created,
Yeah.
and I know I somewhat joke about it, but being the pod people, that the useless class of people, which the World Economic Forum has told us about, there will be a useless class of people. And they have admitted, how are we going to, when asked how they're going to deal with the useless class of people, well, drugs and entertainment, which we can take entertainment to the nth degree, because you'll be able to create your own world that gives you dopamine, endorphins, all these, it's going to be, I mean, look, you read about Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
It's going to be that and then some.
Mankind is capable of reaching such horrible levels of debauchery that destruction is.
Oh, and we'll destroy ourselves. I mean, I can't talk to you right now. I'm having 11 way. It's like, that's. I mean, this is what's going to happen, right? Where it's like I
just thought about this. I mean, imagine if one of our if there's a video created, one of our allies, an AI video of one of our allies like getting bombed,
right.
Okay. And then we're like, oh, shoot, now we have to go. And it ends up not being real. Now, obviously, I would hope that the people within the, Department of War and stuff would probably know.
There are safeguards, to keep
I would
us
hope,
from answering that call.
There's severe implications for this. I mean, I just can't wrap my head around how how technology can do this. And I've said this so many times on the show. I literally cannot fathom how things like this get created. I don't know how that's even possible.
Yeah, it's over my above my pay grade on how they do it. But I mean, it's ones and zeros, and just watch video games, right? There's a commercial that's been showing up. I don't know why, because I don't play video games, but I think they're targeted ads on NFL usually. When I'm watching the NFL, like NFL highlights,
Yes.
I get the GTA, the new GTA.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it says created on is it I forget which system. I don't know if it's Xbox or I don't know, PlayStation. I guess PlayStation is where it is. And it says this can be found in PlayStation. And when you see it, it looks like a movie.
Oh, absolutely.
And you think back to the days of playing Madden on the old school NES, old school Nintendo, and now you see this, and it looks like a film, and it's a video game.
And back then, when you first were playing those things and on Nintendo, you were like, "Oh, these graphics are awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so realistic. Check it out. It's like
I remember when I was playing Retro Bowl, I thought it was real. It was so good. Yeah.
Well, and they're making these games endless, so you can see the
worlds are forever.
Right. And Nick Fuentes finds the guy, there's a famous clip of him out there. He finds a Jewish guy in New York. He's driving around with a stolen car, and he runs him over or shoots him or whatever it is. And he says, I think I just got Ben Shapiro, that sort of thing. And people can act out. Same thing with Red Dead. Is it Red Dead?
Red Dead
Revolver,
Revolver? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
There were some clips out there that they are gnarly what you can do, like even with NPCs,
Was
like
that like a Western? Because I think I had like the very first game that came out ever on like PS2 or something. Was that like a Western themed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that game was pretty sweet.
Well,
but now it's like it's way different. I'm like it's way different than
somebody
what it
posted
was,
something of a cowboy got off his horse and he slapped a lady who was walking down the street, and people got mad about it and said that this is people are able to act out misogyny online, so it became a meme. Guys would film themselves, and one guy threw a lasso around the lady's feet, took off on his horse, rode all the way to the swamp, picked her up, and threw her in, and an alligator ate her.
Yeah.
Right? It was just, but the fact you could go that many levels deep with an NPC, which is, again, non-playable character for anybody that doesn't know, just the people that walk around aimlessly on the street, you can now interact with them.
Oh, yeah.
People are kind of showing I'd say, I guess you'd say the debauchery, but
what's really in there.
Yeah, what's really in their minds.
Yeah. People are we're born into sin. We're born evil. We're born, and we desperately needed a savior, and we got one. His name's Jesus. And I think it's fascinating, though, that you can, when you look at this stuff that's happening and all the deep fakes and all it really is, the deception is so real. And there was a pastor up in Michigan, and I sent this to you, Jared, earlier, who's spot on in his commentary about deception. And I thought, you know what, man, this is good. I want to play this because deception is probably right now, as a follower of Christ, your number one enemy. It is going to cause you to believe things that are not true about the church, about Israel, about your own family, about anybody on the left, about anybody on the right. I mean, you've got Candace Owens, who probably is buying into deception because her algorithms are her algorithms, right? And so you have to be very, very careful what you say. This is Pastor Lee Cummings. He's with the Radiant Church.
If you're
sorry.
Yeah, he's with Radiant Church in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Go ahead.
vulnerable to deception. Nobody who gets deceived thinks to themselves, I'm going to get deceived. It happens slowly and subtly. The Bible actually talks about this. It says that in the last days, many people will be deceived. Jesus said that. Paul actually said that many would depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of demons. Most deception is rooted in demonic activity. If you want to deception-proof your heart, you need the antidote. And the antidote, my friend, is truth. Truth that is found in the Word of God. The grass withers, the flowers fade, but the Word of God remains forever. If you want to deception proof your heart in the last days. Be a person that dives deep into the Word of God. Stop doom scrolling, stop binging on Netflix and Hulu and all the other platforms, and instead of doom scrolling, get into the scroll itself and let it deception proof your heart. Have you ever
Boom.
wondered if
That's a good word right there.
Except for saying I can't doom scroll. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
that's kind of how I get my content,
Yeah,
guys.
I gotta kind of doom scroll a little bit. I mean, but you know, we've had this discussion before when we started doing this. You know, it was like it's causing anxiety in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it's like I can't do this because everything I see is so negative. Everything is so negative all the time, and you know, it's almost like I feel like I'm reminded of when I was like 16 and we were convinced Jesus was coming back. One of those billboards went up, you know, somewhere. Everybody's talking about it. And I remember thinking like, I'm going to die a virgin. I'm never going to have sex. Right? I get married. I'm only 16. I can't do that. So, but that's how I imagine the heart of so many people is like, this is all changing so fast, and I'm so nervous that I'm not gonna have a full life.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to do what I really want to do. I'm not gonna be able to, you know.
And it's like human nature because we know this isn't our like home, but we also, it's like the Kenny Chesney song. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go now.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we're cool with it, yeah. But I want to also experience life. Like I have my family. I want to like.
Yeah, I want to see my boys get married.
Yeah.
I want to see my daughter get married. I want to see, you know, like those are the things as a parent you want to experience with your kids. Those are the things, and there's still stuff that I want, you know, that I want to do, that I'd like to see, and you know. You sit back and go, oh, it's all happening so fast. And I think that's the idea, the doom scrolling kind of that he's talking about is this, when you're doing it we're doing it for information and content.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people out there that can't stop themselves.
Yeah.
And the rabbit hole is just so incredible. And the algorithm and the bots are feeding them their own rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like a dog on its own vomit. You know, they just keep...
You know, I listened to Kristen Hawkins. I don't know if you know Kristen Hawkins.
Any relation to Steven?
No relation to Steven. But in fact, I should probably I should have it pulled up. Let me see if I can find the clip because she was talking to. For those that don't know, Kristen Hawkins is Student Action, or what's her organization? It's a pro-life organization. She goes to college campuses.
I know who you're talking
similar
about.
to what, right? Similar
I
to
know
what
who you're
Charlie
talking
Kirk-
about.
I
Yeah,
do know who that
yeah.
is.
And she was talking to this young girl who was obviously very, very pro-choice. Let's see, Hawkins, pro-life. I should have had it up before I mentioned it. But this young girl was essentially saying, there is no reason for me to live. There's nothing for me to worry about outside of my own desires and what I want to do in this world. And when Kristen asked her, is there any, like, do you see any other reason for living? And she said, no. Like it was this very hollow existence. And that's the end product of what I see all this poisonous social media causing in people's lives. Mm-hmm. Let's see, pro-choice, girl, no. Surely I can find it on this. X is usually really good about this stuff. She's done so many. I mean, sorry, I'm dragging down the conversation.
No, you're good. I'm actually reading the comments and
yeah.
Derek says to leave the family out of it.
That's that'd be interesting if you all were like part of the Sears Corporation.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ben.
Yeah.
Would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it?
Would be.
At one time, we weren't bankrupt. One time, we had a catalog, where you could get your Christmas gifts. Or you could circle them, mark the page, and your parents would not get you anything on that page.
Nope.
You would get nothing you
Wishful
want.
thinking, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I sent it to myself.
All I wanted was that Holly Hobby and never got it. So, whatever.
Man, I usually send myself things that are that good.
I do that
was
too.
such a great clip.
Because it disappears if you don't.
Well, but then it gets disappeared in all the stuff that I'm sending myself.
Oh, yeah. Because you're a content sender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I send too much.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah.
Hey, here's
I
one.
can't find it.
Here's one for you.
Apologies, everybody.
Here's one for you that I can send, and I thought this was really good. So good that I actually gave it to I sent it to my wife, which is dangerous. But let me pull it up. So I'm going to send it to you, so you can have it, Jared, and you can send it to your friends, who probably need to send it to their friends.
I'm not good with silence on podcasts.
Yeah, I'm not either. Yeah, especially when we're doing this.
Quiet.
So
I'm like, hey, Tristan's on. Sorry, I didn't see Tristan's comments.
Oh yeah, hey Tristan, this video that I'm going to share with Jared to share with everybody. This one you'll like, and you'll have some comments on.
Oh, I saw. We watched this one. Did you show this one to me last week?
I think I might have sent it to you, but this is so good, so true. And when she said it, it's like, yes, this is the problem. This is the problem.
Tristan said, I'm gonna hit her comments because she has been a loyal follower ever since the beginning.
Yeah.
So she says, technology is surpassing humanity. We're living in a sci-fi novel. Technology is surpassing humanity, and it's dumbing us down at the same time.
Mm-hmm. She's right. And you know what else? It's so crazy because like now AI can show the Bulldogs winning the national championship, and you'll never know they didn't. You know what I mean? You'll be wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like the kids in Africa.
We will know it's AI, though, if it shows Tennessee winning.
Oh, anything. Yeah. Okay. Play this. Let's go.
Okay.
Women don't even know how to treat men because they were never taught how. Boys grew up being trained from day one. Be a gentleman, open the door, protect her, provide for her, be understanding. And if she hits you, you don't hit her back. Everywhere we looked, the message was the same. Movies, books, fairy tales. The man rescues the woman. The man saves the day. The man risks his life. The man carries the burden. And women were always the princesses, right? But there's a problem with that. We never saw the reverse. We never saw stories about how women should be treating men. No novels teaching girls how to respect a man. No movies demonstrating feminine loyalty, softness, or devotion. Parents don't even teach it. School doesn't even teach it. And society definitely doesn't teach that. So guess what happens? We have generations of women who expect everything, but were never taught to give anything back. And feminism made it worse. Instead of teaching women how to understand men, how to work in synergy, how to create polarity, it taught them to compete with the men, to fight with them, to become a man, to see softness as weakness and masculinity as toxic. So how can a woman treat a man well if she was never shown what feminine contribution even looks like? And how can she respect him when all she grew up hearing was men are the problem? How can she love him correctly when she was taught that he owes her everything and she owes nothing in return? Men today are paying the price for a script that they didn't write. They were raised to give everything. Women were not raised to reciprocate. And the only way we fix this is by teaching the truth. Polarity is freedom. Synergy is power. Relationships only work when both people know how to love each other and live in their masculine and feminine energies. Until women learn how to treat men with respect, softness, admiration, and understanding, the imbalance is going to continue. Women, we need to do better.
That's interesting because that really plays off the abortion issue, because the abortion issue is a woman saying, I engaged in this activity. I'm the one who's going to have a 9-month commitment because of that activity. But in order to maintain my position that is on par with a man, I can't have this 9-month burden. So just get rid of it. And they've been taught over a long period of time that it's a parasite and it's your choice.
Well, and I mean, this AI generated woman, this isn't real content, I'm sure. But you know,
even AI can make a good point if that's the case.
That's right. But you think about it, it's been generations. It's nobody's fault that we're where we are. It's nobody's fault in relationships. I
would disagree with that.
Well, I mean, it is. There
it's
are
people's fault.
Yes.
Yeah. Margaret Sanger is to blame for some of this. Yeah.
Yes. But But we're, stepping it back over the course of now decades, parents aren't teaching their kids, their daughters, because the mom doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's been like that trickle down where it's like we've just forgotten. We've just forgotten how to.
Well,
do
it's
this.
like it's kind of like when my dad used to do mission work down in the Sudan. He talked about entire generations who didn't know how to farm the land,
right?
Because they hadn't been there. And you've got an entire generation that has grown up under feminism who just doesn't know because they were taught from their parents, and it's
and
generational decline.
Like the synergy and all that, and feminism is robbing so much from them, from women. I mean, yes, it's robbing from men too, but men, I think as a man, I don't really care what women do. I don't think men have the I don't know, maybe I'm just going to say it. We don't really have the mental or emotional capacity to care what you're doing, ladies. We're worried about our shoes being tied, what's for dinner, what we're going to do to provide for our families. And we don't really have the energy. We're like Erica Kirk. We don't have the energy for you, Candace.
Busy trying to build.
We're busy trying to build. We don't have the energy for you, Candace. And so it's almost like I think ladies, you're overthinking everything. That's what we would do. We would say, like, man, I gotta be so careful, right?
You're on.
We're just digging and digging.
He's over there with the blowtorch on his skates, getting ready to go for a run around the rink there.
It's not that hard. Don't think about it, babe. You're just overthinking it. That's not something you ever want to say. So, but it's almost like you sit back and go, everybody relax. Relax. Be who God created you to be. Don't strive for more.
Yeah.
I mean, that godliness with contentment is great gain. Find that place.
Yeah.
Where you don't need to strive. You don't need to, God has got you. He's going to provide for you. He's made promises over you. Why do we fight everything all the time for more, for more, and for more? I read a thing the other day that you can actually live just fine on a wage from 1965. You can still live that way. You can live on that wage. The problem is you can't have Netflix. You can't have endless data. You can't have, and so yes, you can live on that wage, but you won't have what you want. But you can have what you need to survive. But what do we do? We're not content with what we need. We're content with what we want. So we keep striving for more and more and more and more, where it's like, let's just roll it back. Cancel the Netflix. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Cancel, and don't cancel Netflix, Dad. We got to finish. No, we're going to cancel. We did cancel Netflix, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It just got too.
I think we as Americans, we don't see that very often either, because I was in Thailand recently on a video project.
Yes.
And it was a relatively remote part of Thailand. And the people there it was a Christian group of people. They went to church on Sunday. After church, it was 1,000,000 degrees outside, and they're all sitting around. The roads are dirt. They had vehicles. They could go other places, more or less. Nobody did. They were just, it was this very, it's Thailand. It's rural Thailand. Very modest way of living. It's insanely cheap there, but nonetheless, the contentment that people had, in particular with, in this Christian community.
Sure.
In a place that is, they're obviously in the minority. And they had so much contentment, and they were just the demeanor was different. We don't get that here. We're looking not just to survive, and not just to thrive, but to excel. And that's, I don't want to say it's uniquely American, but there is an inherent part of men that want to do that. We want to provide for the family. That's the basics. And we should be content in that, but also don't think that means we sit idly by.
No. No. And I think, listening to this woman put it the way that she's put it, I used to think, like, I don't know that I used to think that women, these feminists are just evil, but it's not their fault. I mean, that's the thing. I sit back now and go, you know what? No, everything that we've pumped for these girls for the last, 30, 40 years has been about has been about the men doing everything, and they just are they're just the recipient of everything, and they hate it, and they should hate it. Like it's almost like, well, wait a minute, oh no, you should hate it. That's toxic, or this is that.
Yes.
Don't hold the door for me. I can get my own door, and I can do this, and I can do that, and yet there's no, what part do you play in my life, in my world? You know what I'm saying? As a man. And the part that they've chosen to play is to put you down, is to say you're not enough, is to say, and this isn't, I'm not generalizing all women. Certainly there's, my wife is phenomenal. I love her to death, but there's this seed throughout femininity that is men are the enemy.
Through not femininity, through feminism.
Feminism. Yeah. But that men are the enemy. And you're just like, wait a minute, And my warning to you ladies would be, you're going to be alone with your cats. You really will. You're going to find a beta male who's going to let you provide for the family, and you're going to end up alone with your cats, and you're going to have the blue hair that you're dyeing, and you're going to march with everything else left. You're going to live a life of misery. You ever met a happy leftist?
I haven't.
I tell you, it really is hard
because there's so
I haven't
many.
Seen one.
It's just so many causes to get behind, right?
Yeah.
Everything's falling apart. The wheels on the bus have already fallen off.
Yep. Or
Timmy fell
I've
down the well.
never met a content leftist.
No, we've got to change everything. We can't live in today. Look at tomorrow. The world is burnt, which now is getting debunked big time, right?
Yes.
The world is on fire, and we're all going to die in 2 years. It's going to freeze us all with fire because it can't make up its mind.
Antarctica gained hundreds of millions of tons of ice. I think last year.
Yeah, even though it's all melting.
Yeah, man, it's all going away.
It's the weirdest thing, isn't it? It's melting, but it's gaining ice.
And these young people, they use that in a large way. I don't know if that's changing. I haven't seen anything to show otherwise, but they've been saying the world's going to end. Why in the world would I bring a kid into this world?
Right. Why would I care?
Or back to the feminism thing, that my job is the most important thing in the world to me.
Yep.
Like it's that I work. It's that I punch a time clock, or that I build PowerPoint slides for somebody in an office. That's the most important thing to me. And that's, you can do that if you want to. You're obviously more than welcome to, but there is a biblical framework for how this thing is supposed to operate. And while you can do that, and I look, I'm not going to tell women their business. Y'all can do what you want to do. I'm just saying, as a man, we have the inherent responsibility and the innate desire to be the provider. If we don't, we're in the wrong.
Yeah.
We've been corrupted somewhere along the way, whether that's by the secular world, whether we've bought into the feminism thing. That's a bad thing for us to start thinking that way. Most actual men, when things aren't going right, we sit down and we say, it's not what is my wife doing or not doing. What am I doing or not doing that is not allowing me to provide for my family?
Right.
I'm doing something.
It's
fine. If she does something, that's great. That's awesome. But it's
my fault.
It's
my responsibility.
My responsibility.
Yeah, which is a word that is just not used much anymore, is it?
No.
It's the government. We use that one. It's the government's responsibility.
Yes.
Tristan says, we're even spoiled when it comes to food. I'm fine with beans and cornbread, but Wayne needs his steak. I'm with Wayne on this one.
I'm going to tell you the truth, Tristan. I'm with Wayne too.
Yeah.
I think
You can't just not have steak.
though, a good wife would make sure that her husband had steak while she stood there watching him eat it with her cornbread and beans.
And Tristan is off.
She just left us. She's done. So
That's funny.
I do want to know though, because I'm sure as a diehard dog, they are convinced that they are going to win they're going to win it this year, and I'm going to say just this, and it's a prophetic word. The Big Ten is just that much better than the SEC this year.
That's a bold statement.
It is, but it's a true statement. It's a true statement, and they're about to be. It's about to be proven on a national stage.
Now, I used to be, anybody in the SEC I'll cheer for, No, I've kind of said screw that now, and it's just like, because there's there's some teams that I just cannot pull for at all ever. But Georgia not being one of them actually. But
Florida, just say it.
dude, freaking
Just say it.
hate Florida. Man.
Okay.
But it's this is I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting. I know we went completely into college football just real quick, but like
This is how we roll here.
it's gonna be
Tied.
It's gonna be interesting. There is no like clear team. I think that they're definitely gonna win.
No, I think we saw it when Ohio State and Indiana played.
Oh, what a game, dude!
Tristan says she says I'm worried about Indiana.
Yeah, I think when we saw those two play, it was like, okay, that's a different level.
Indiana's on, man.
And I mean, you're going to see it when Iowa beats Vanderbilt, because they will, right? Iowa's going to play Vandy in a bowl game, and Iowa will beat them.
I think they will.
And then it's like, oh, how did Iowa beat them?
I think they will.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, getting back to Jesus and politics. Although I know she's like, oh, I'm going to type now. She's all in it,
I used to do a sports.
Yeah, Georgia is. I will say
podcast,
though,
dude, it's I could go for days.
dude, they're what makes them an anomaly is
didn't know that.
is that stinking defense is just so good that they have.
I know.
It's just like, gosh, yeah. Anyway,
Now it wasn't like a massive. It was me and my friend. There's some parts I really wish we would just like do it again. It was his last name's Stein. My last name is Sherritt. And he created this name, dude. It is golden. Share it with Stein. Share it with dude.
Share it with
Such
Stein.
a flipping great name, man.
That is a great name.
Dang it.
Yeah, brought to you by Continued Freedom.
But now we have kids, so it's like,
Yeah, now we have kids, so we got to do this at 9:00.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 But yeah, I think that we've covered a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really have. The last one is probably so much bigger than the rest. I don't know though. The whole AI thing and the bots and the getting fed the narrative that you want to be fed and your algorithm only pumping what you want to see, just reinforcing the deception. This is the hard part. We're being deceived, and it's being reinforced by our own deception.
We talked about this a couple shows ago, a couple weeks ago. Ignorance literally is pure bliss.
Mm-hmm.
As kids, there was, God, just felt so free to live.
Yeah.
And it still is, but it's just so different. There's too much. We know too much about everything, dude. Like,
I don't know if Katie's this way, but like my wife doesn't really get into the modern events and stuff. Doesn't, just kind of steers out of all that. Like she doesn't pay
unless
attention.
I have it on TV, she doesn't. Yeah,
She just doesn't really pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'll mention something to her, she can give me an answer or an opinion about it that isn't slanted. It's almost like this is refreshing because I'm talking to somebody who doesn't already have a really staunch formulated opinion because of what she watches on the internet. She is very open and looks at it and goes, well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you think it's like, wait, I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like if you shut it all off, you're going to be smarter than the person who's really research. I'm knowledgeable on it. I've got a doctorate in Candace.
Yes.
Yeah. I know Candace. And then you get somebody that has no clue who just looks at it and goes, oh man, Driscoll, that was a great clip that you played a couple weeks ago. I'm sure he doesn't pay much. He doesn't watch her. Mark Driscoll doesn't have time for that. He's like, he's a little busy.
Although I will say his podcast he's doing a lot of politics on YouTube.
Good for him.
I love Mark Driscoll, man.
But so because you know what? He's a man's pastor.
He had a hat on that said "More fathers, less government." I was like, dude, that's an awesome hat, man.
But he's not listening to her, but he's making the observation based on what he's heard.
Yeah.
And going, she's got an unhealthy fixation with another man. Where's her husband?
That's it. Yep.
And you know what? Wow. I never looked. I'm looking at what she's saying, not the countenance and who she is. Where when you look at it and go, she's got an unhealthy, unnatural fixation with somebody who is now deceased.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Where you're like, okay, I mean, it'd be like, me having a fixation with Jackie O. You know, like she's dead, isn't she? Right. So like I got
People
this
think she's not,
unhealthy.
but yeah, she is. Yeah.
I heard from credible sources that Jackie is not dead. She is in hiding with Elvis.
The not dead really did. It kind of crawled on me a little bit.
A little bit. I got you.
Yeah, you got me on that one. That's
So,
good.
yeah. At any rate, it's refreshing. You shut it all off, and you've got this viewpoint that is not slanted and skewed, and you can just look at it just black and white and go, yeah, I don't know if I,
Yeah.
I mean, so anyway, what did we learn tonight? Don't be deceived.
There you go.
Yep.
Pretty much sums it up.
Don't be deceived. Man, that AI video, man.
And really try not to get too, because I've done it. I've been in the throes of it. Just try not to get too wrapped up in, which is hard because we're really passionate about something that you're passionate about. Just be careful not to make what you're passionate about, even though God gave you the interest of certain things, like with my job, I've got to be careful too. Make sure that doesn't become your God.
Yeah.
And that's really hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I think that's a good challenge. Even like if what you're talking about and fixating on takes the place of God, that becomes your God.
Yep.
For a lot of people, that could be.
Then you trust in that rather than.
Come on, that could be Candace.
Yep.
That could be Israel. That could be. I mean, there's all kinds of different answers there, right? Where it's like, no, let's talk about this. I know a lot about it. The giants of old. Well, is that your God? San Francisco 49ers, is that your God? Like,
well, any of our jobs, any of our jobs could be that. It's like, oh, I got to do this. I got to, instead of, yes, you can do that. God's called you to do that. But he never called you to not seek him not still seek him while you're doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's the same. In ministry, we say we've become so consumed with the work of the Lord that we've forgotten the Lord of the work.
Yes. Yep.
And then we get together and sing, I'm coming back to the heart of worship, where it's all about you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true, though. Keep your focus. The main thing. And what Lee Cummings said was spot on, man. Know the truth. Get in the Word. And here's the beauty of it. When those things happen, the Holy Spirit will quicken in you like, this is not right. And he's done it to me. He's done it for you.
Oh, buddy.
Where it's like, this isn't right. And I think that's a beautiful way to end the show.
Yeah.
You don't want to be deceived. Stay in the Word of God. Stay in prayer. Ask the Holy Spirit for wisdom and discernment. And anything that you see that gives you like a little bit of a tinge of not so sure about this, ask for discernment.
Yep.
And look for writing on patches, apparently, or fifth, 6 digits or whatever.
Yes.
Because AI is not perfect yet. It will be.
Yeah, it will be.
It's not yet there.
Yep.
So, well, we don't want to close out any broadcast without saying, hey, the reason we are able to doom scroll a little bit and still keep our sense of humor is because we know who wins this battle. And we're on his team. And so we, it's like we're Scottie Pippen. Come on.
Best 6 man ever.
Yeah, we're all Scottie Pippens here, and we're on Jordan's team. We already know.
Yep.
The outcome is already, so that's a terrible analogy, really. But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like we're going to win.
Yeah.
And so there is hope, even though it's all doom and gloom. And even though the deception is out there, and even though, Venezuela's declaring war on us, whatever's happening now, right? In the world, none of it matters because the king is on the throne. And the king not only is on the throne, he's on the throne of my heart. And so that gives me peace and comfort no matter what happens.
Yep.
And I know in this world, Jesus says you will have trouble. And boy, do we know that's true. But he says to rejoice, I've overcome the world. And if you don't have your hope and your trust in Jesus, we just want to encourage you tonight. Find somebody who does. Talk to them about it. Ask them questions.
We have an email.
We have an email.
You could just chat away on.
Yes, you can email us at thebraverthantheRest@gmail.com. You can also go ahead and comment. We do read the comments. We do get back to you if it's a comment. I mean, if you're saying, you guys are not wearing your flannel tonight, I'm probably not going to respond to that. But if you, if you email us like, hey, I want to know more about Jesus, then somebody's going to respond.
Yeah,
'Cause
buddy.
that's an important one. Or you email us, like, how do you smoke a pork butt? We're probably going to respond because that's important stuff for you to know.
You two would, you
Yeah,
two would probably
so-
have a lot of info about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
At any rate, thank you for listening in tonight. We do want to say we are a subsidiary of Continued Freedom, and I hope that you guys can tune in to what Jared is bringing to the table. He is probably one of the bravest and smartest men that I know, and I say that with all sincerity. That I just adore you, and I think what you come up with is
It's wild, man.
mind blowing.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
And I don't know why I mean, it should be 70,000 people, except
I'm on my way.
except you keep getting squashed
Yeah.
because you're telling truth.
I'm slightly out of YouTube jail at the moment. So,
Yeah. You're
Go
on
on over there.
probation, though. Don't kid
Yeah.
yourself. They listen. They listen.
Yep.
So,
Also, thank you, Linda Sears, for tuning in tonight.
yeah, thanks, Ben, for bringing that up. That's one reason I stopped the story about being 16 and not wanting Jesus to come back before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go too deep into that because my mom's watching. Yeah, you never want to spill them beans.
Nope.
So
Continued freedom.
continued freedom. Yeah. And thank you, Tristan, Derek, for your comments.
Yes.
Yeah, go Dogs. I do. It is hard because I actually do like Georgia. I like them as a team.
It's fine.
They're not Tennessee.
Well,
but I like
we'll,
them.
We'll let you say it. It's
Yeah.
fine. No problem.
They're second favorites for me in the SEC.
Okay.
So if that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, nobody's angry. We're all good, right? Ben, you're not
Yep,
gonna
no.
slash my tires
No.
later. Okay. Ben has agreed though he will be wearing a Georgia Bulldogs shirt if they win the national championship. He's supposed to wear one for offending you, Tristan.
She said go Dogs. So.
Okay. Well, have a good night. Till next week. We're braver than the rest. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We
Merry-
can say that.
yes.
Merry Christ mess.
Man.
That's right.
Yes.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
Night, everybody.